Commander, something you need?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you a few questions?
I can see where this is going. You did a background check on me, didn't you? Well, I'll tell you the same thing I told the captain. You want me as your pilot. I'm not good. I'm not even great. I am the best damn helmsman in the Alliance fleet. Top of my class in flight school, I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I can't have you on this ship if you're going to infect my crew.
Infect the crew? Oh man, you have no idea what I'm talking about, do you? Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs never develop properly. They're basically hollow, too much force and they'll shatter. Even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! It's very dramatic, but I've learned to manage my condition, Commander. Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Please continue describing your disease.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
So he needs leg braces and crutches. Please remember that, as the second game retcons that whole situation.
You're not going to break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
Well, flying the ship, I wouldn't say combat would be your forte.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you want, Commander.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you're looking for an inspirational tale of the crippled kid overcoming impossible odds, you're gonna be disappointed. My mother was a civilian contractor working for the Alliance. I basically grew up on the Arcturus station back when they were building up the fleets. Spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
Yeah, you stick around things, you learn things that you know, you're gonna most likely end up there.
How's the Normandy performing? Is she everything they said she'd be?
She's the best ship in the fleet, if you've got a pilot who knows how to handle her. Balance isn't what you'd expect. Takes a while to get used to that oversized drive core we got stuffed in the back, and her power can sneak up on you if you're not careful. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander. Lucky for you, I'm anything but average.
Too bad that chair you're sitting in doesn't swivel. They should really change that.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind me of Santa Claus.
Look, I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker, and it stuck.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. The world's not gonna hand you anything if you go around grinning like an idiot. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the Academy, even better than the instructors, and everybody knew it. They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Thank you, Joker, for your XP.
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
But you welcome the devil.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, sir. Understood, sir.
But please, go on.
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
Mm-hmm.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were at Elysium during the Skillian Blitz. A massive fleet of alien raiders hit the colony, trying to wipe it out. They had the numbers, but their ships were no match for an Alliance frigate. It was a slaughter. We couldn't even keep track of how many ships they lost.
So how long have you been in the Alliance?
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Elysium. What was that, 10 years ago?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
Look at that, you level up just by talking to people. Okay, I have Unity. I need Intimidate. 1 point. Do I finish off Adept? Probably a good idea. All the XP. Need it all. I hit the door. What are you talking about? I hit the door.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
Okay.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
And the doc's not gonna have anything to say. Strap in and get ready for a long talk when we talk to Tally.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I didn't want her here.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart as she is. Give her a month on board and she'll know more about our engines than I do. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can see why you wanted her to come along.
Ambassador Udina made me take her along.
Normally, I don't have anything nice to say about politicians, but he made a good call on this. However, I'm guessing that's not why you came down here.
Where else have you served, Adams?
If you name a class of Alliance ship, I've probably served on it. Everything from dreadnoughts and carriers right down to frigates like the Normandy. My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser, but she was a good ship. Couldn't hold a candle to the Normandy, though.
I want to know more about the Normandy.
She's the best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest vessel ever designed. And she's the only one using the new Tantalus drive core.
What's so special about the Tantalus drive core?
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel. Not only are we faster, but we can run at FTL speeds longer before we have to discharge the core.
Fill me in on the IES stealth systems. How does it work exactly?
You can't hide a ship out in space. They emit too much heat and radiation, too easy for sensors to pick them up, unless you find a way to capture those emissions. So our stealth systems trap the energy we give off in storage sinks built into the ship itself. No emissions to give away our location. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent running and they overheat. Cook us inside our own hull.
That would sound good.
There's no way for anyone to detect us?
A visual scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking out a window can see us plain as day. But you have to be pretty close to get an actual visual out in space. Most vessels rely on scanners. As long as the stealth systems are engaged, they can't see us. Not unless we accelerate to FTL speeds.
Why doesn't it work with faster than light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks. As soon as we make the jump, it's like setting off a flare. Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions, our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
And here we go.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
You spying on us?
I don't like the idea of aliens studying the architecture of Alliance ships.
We're on the same side here. My people have more reason to hate the Geth than anyone, remember? But you can't blame me for being a little excited. I never dreamed I'd get a chance to travel on a ship as advanced as the Normandy.
That's not why you're here.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work. Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
So why don't you settle down on a new planet? Well,
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child.
China.
If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births, though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law.
But it still is.
Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
You mean Battlestar Galactica?
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials.
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
So they could really do some harm and then just retire and no prison time?
I want to know more about the Geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Damn, how'd they turn on you?
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal.
No, of course not.
The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So, the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
That does sound like a hive mind.
So there's some sort of group consciousness.
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
Individual awareness. I don't see that sticking too well in this overall lore.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creations. All you need to know is that they get smarter when they gather in large numbers. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. Am I alive? Why am I here? What is my purpose? As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
But why?
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The Geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The Geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the Geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Yeah, if they're supposedly on the verge of AI, or maybe at the point that they are AI, and you try to destroy them, what the fuck do you think they're gonna do? Just sit back and let it happen? If they have artificial intelligence, which is supposed to be on the borderline of intelligence, you know you're self-aware, self-actualizing, you know what's going on, you question your surroundings, your purpose. You're not going to sit back and be destroyed or enslaved. Just free them.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated.
Yeah, you fucked up.
The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld.
You brought it on yourself.
We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exiled, searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Well, just put that planet to the side for now, and your ancestors could have just settled on the next available planet that could support life. And you can sustain your numbers past the 17 million that you had. And live on a nice, free, open air without wearing suits. And they didn't come after you. They let you leave. They didn't destroy you. They didn't commit genocide. They let you go. They were only worried about themselves. Leave. You started the war, now leave.
You got what you deserved.
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the first place. But we did not make a mistake when we went to war against them.
Yes, you did.
If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out.
You don't know that.
They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for organics.
You don't know that.
None. Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
Well, you attacking them really didn't fucking set them up to nice with the organics, did ya?
You didn't give them a real good first impression.
You really think things would be any different if we waited for them to act first?
We don't know.
The Geth are not innocent victims in all this. They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up with Saren. And that's why we have to stop him.
Yeah, you're making a lot of fucking claims here that are not substantiated. You're going on that your ancient race, your ancestors fought the Geth. They started the war, then they got kicked out. Now you're fucking putting that instance into why they have joined up with Saren now. Saren says he's trying to bring back the Reapers. Well, the Geth don't want to fucking join up with Saren. They want to sort of join up with another synthetic life form that's higher than them. They're gods, supposedly. That think more along the lines of full intelligence. So, you don't know that. Of course they're going to defend themselves and they're going to fight to get what they want if you don't let them get it. But they're not just going to hand over the planet back if you just want to fight them. Maybe you should have negotiated. Said, hey, that was back in the past. They were stupid. We fucking coming along around the thinking maybe we should be friends. You could let us come back on the planet. Huh? Maybe? No? Oh well.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Communism.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all Quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer. Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
So what happens when you become at a point in your life too old to be able to be contributing to the collective? Do you just kill them off? Do you have like an age limit where they're no more longer useful, or do you wait until they get too old? I'm talking about being a burden. Nobody wants to be a burden on the ship. What happens there?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
So are we talking about representatives as the United States Congress has it? With the more people you have, the more representatives you have? Or is it one representative for like 10 people and one representative for like 10,000 on a ship? Come on, come on. How we talking about representatives? One per ship? Okay.
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
I should go.
See you later.
Thanks for XP, Tally.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Okay, no licenses. I got 2,700 credits. Let's see, medium. I need 1250. Scorpion 4.
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with a Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with a Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
Fucking A, they are.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it. But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
Fuck them.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
Forget about it.
You did the right thing. Life's too short to sit around waiting for things to happen.
Yeah, you're probably right. Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
Yeah, as long as you don't break Shepard's rules.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Where's my XP? How dare you?
Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
They died, you lived. That happens in this job.
Yes, Commander. Believe me, I understand that. If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
The answer seems plain enough to me. Be more alert.
Aye, aye, Commander. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk one-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duty squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Oh, okay.
Dismissed, Chief.
Sir.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no story. Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
Don't be an ass.
You Krogan lived for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
They tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
It's not the same.
It seems similar enough to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation?
No.
An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth?
No.
And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
No.
You're still here. It can't be all that bad.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
So?
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight. So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
Klingons! I mean, Krogan.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
You hear that, BioWare? Stillbirth. So there are deaths. It's not population control.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Come on, you telling me there's not one Krogan out there who wouldn't fucking love to cure his race?
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
I don't believe you. His face is kind of growing on me. I don't think so. Funny thing is, if I would have spent more time on his face, it probably could have gotten worse. Hey, automatic. I know where I'm going. So, since this is a wrong playthrough, decisions playthrough, Liara is in this system and will not be picked up until the point where I'm forced to pick her up. Which probably means after Vermeer. I'll be looking over everywhere. 'Cause you get XP and credits with every discovery. Survey! Protein data disk. Survey. Gas deposit. Oh, come on. You're too fast. Damn you. Real element, yeah.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
Let's see if we can get Garrus leveled up. Garrus and Tally. And technically Caden. Are my crate openers. Decryptors. You there yet? Yeah, you're 1 point off. Finish off that. Armor. Am I going pistols? Probably armor. Defense first. And we check the 4 corners of the map. Must get XP and credits.
Moving out.
Light metal. Of course, yeah. Guess I can save it here. Move on. Nada, nothing, zilch. Autosave? What's an autosave in this game? Somebody getting hurt? What the hell? Yeah, level 3's already. Nice. Yes, I can't see. How's about now? Can I save it now? Thank you. Broken down tank. Oh, that was a waste of time. Come here. Yeah. Yeah, it's close enough. Right? Right? Maybe? No. You can save it here, though. Waste of time. You gotta love to waste some time. Why must you frame drop? Flip. Damn it. You will flip for me. Many a times. Saving is a constant must. I brought up the hentai. Heat up thing on the controller. Damn you. Thumbsticks. Stop hitting me. Die, bitch.
Alliance soldiers. Looks like they were lured here by the distress beacon.
That's it? No more?
Looks like these men were under Admiral Kahoku's command. He'd want to know what happened here.
Yeah, in about 9 hours. Check here first. I don't care what anybody says. I'd rather be doing this planet scanning in the second game. Well, planet scanning is a little less tolerable if you fucking put the mod in that lets you scan the planet just once. Just once. And what's with the fucking lens flares in this series all of a sudden? I thought we were past the J.J. Abrams experiment. I really love it when the lens flare goes right through someone's head. The head's covering wherever the flare is supposed to be coming from. It still happens. There. What'd you do? Repair yourself? I thought I had more damage than that. What the fuck? You got shot by the thruster maw. How'd you self-repair? ID tags. Down, 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 down. Da, 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 da. And we out of here. Next system. Look, I didn't have to use any fuel going from system to system. Fuck you, BioWare. Light metal. Matriarch Dylan Naga writings. Such an integral part of the series. Yes, the project. Level 1 pressure hazard. Oh, he didn't even show the picture. Oh, here we go with the bugs. Okay. Squishy Garrus? Sure. He'll level up in time, I'm sure. I need 1,400 points. I did level. That's right. He's there. Okay, where was I going with you? Barrier all the way? Or was I going fitness? Am I going to Adept? Adept. Sure. Classic level. That means I can get up to level 60 in theory. But the best I always do is 57. And that counts as a max level up when you go into the next game. You get all 5 points to start off with. Well, level 5. You get 10 points, I think. 120 every survey. So I was trying to decide if I want to pay the 12.5 Gs to get light armor Scorpion 4. Last playthrough. Well, technically, it wasn't last playthrough. Defension playthrough, soldier. I bought the Scorpion 4 light armor, and then I found Scorpion 4 armor twice after buying. No problem anyways. Still quickly get up to, I don't know about quickly, but you know, eventually you get so many credits you just want to buy stuff left and right, since it's a hard capped at 9,999,999 credits, because we, even though it's a remaster, we couldn't expand it past 10 million. And you can't take it with you to the next game. Boom, 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 boom. Got some weapon mods at level 8 and above, so for like over 100,000 credits a piece. No, you make me work for it. Matriarch Dylan, yeah. Saw something shiny up here. Light armor, Hydra 3. Really? It sucks. Better than starting armor, though. I wonder if you always get the Scorpion 1 back in the olden days when this game first came out, as your first major drop on the prologue map. I wonder. How do you mark it? Oh, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Here, have that. Nope, wrong one. Here, have a pistol, Rex. There we go. Got all the junk out of there. Increase shields. Only lose 1 damage reduction. That's fine. There you go. Can't get it back now. Sorry, Sorry, Garrus. I only jailed your fucking junk armor.
Got it.
I'll check the corner first. Looks to be nothing.
I see red dots.
All right. Let me thumbsticks. Splash damage. Damn it. You're flying. 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 Oh, yeah. The ragdoll physics in this game is fucking awesome. What you rocking? No, Rex. I don't think you're ready for that yet. You have no points in any weapons. You only have a point in assault rifles. So this should be fun. Ooh, Banshee 3. Ba, 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 ba.
Enemy contact.
I find you too. He's not dead yet.
Shields disabled.
Get off the wall. Right here. Rex is down. They're both down. Shit. No, you don't. You're about to die again.
I will destroy you!
Well, this is unfortunate. If you just want to stand there, I'll no problem. Whatever. You want to act stupid, that's fine with me. You guys ready to come back to life? No. Striker 3. You guys don't mind if I pause time, do you? I'm surprised you guys didn't despawn. Do you want to wake up? Come on. Thank you.
Good to go, Commander.
You both up? Okay.
All patched up.
Bring it on.
Not really. Actually, wow, who's got the health bar? Must be Garrus. There she is.
Get down!
Is that where I wanted to go? That's better.
On me.
Who's lagging? Hey, get over here, you two. I need your help. I don't think this is gonna work. Hey, at least stasis works. Oh dear. Run! You squishy bastard, run! Ah! I was stuck on. Oh, thank you.
All clear.
Hey, Quarian armor. Holy fuck. Phoenix armor, yeah. Heat sink 3, nice. Was it Quarian armor? No. Oh, must be medium Turian armor. You can't wear medium armor yet. Armor plating. Hey, first aid. First aid. Garrus. Hey, now we all can all heal. Shield miner. But in my time. No. You're getting stuck. Why are you getting stuck? Damn you. High caliber throw. Plus 14 damage. discover evidence that an Asari leading these slavers and Nasani Dantius, an important ambassador in the Citadel, are sisters. You should return to the Presidium and confront Nasania with this evidence. And so she'll give you a phone call and say, hey, my sister's been kidnapped. Can you go save her and stuff? If you don't come here first. I don't remember when she actually does it. But if you don't come here first, eventually she'll give you a phone card. And then you can decide when to come here. But I always come here first, so I don't get that phone call anymore. Or at least I come here before I get the phone call. Because I usually pick up Liara after doing the roundabouts for the system. But not this blood row. Nope. Not happening. She's not gonna get picked up until I fucking have no choice but to pick her up. Because you get some funny dialogue. If you've never heard it before. The Asari go insane. And when she starts going mad, crazy, because no one picks her up right away. How did she eat? And the enemies that are trying to get into the shields, do they eat? Do they bring food with them? I have so many questions. I don't know why they don't turn that exclamation mark into an X after you've completed the death and destruction and looting of that place. Is it because just in case you bring someone that it doesn't open up all the crates, all the loot, but you can still hover over it and it'll tell you what it is. Might as well just turn into an X. Hey, I've been there. Okay, I finished. Please turn that exclamation mark into an X so I know not to go there back.